Good evening, welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be the next 10 games in the 52 game challenge. But first I want to mention a couple of guys that sent us some stuff up for the charity stream. I'll do a video next. We've got a few cool things from a few cool people. I don't want to do a video on it just now because I'm a bit shattered. Work's been quite relentless at the moment. I don't want to do the video without putting my full heart into it, kind of thing. So I've got a couple of things from James from the Retro Ghetto, the Ghetto Gang, Steve Ryan from 911 Gamer, Sean Pompey's Game Room, and we got something from Chrissy Zelda Pop on Instagram, which is Ross Butterhawker's missus. So some really cool stuff, and I will do the video shortly on what's been handed up to us soon. My plan is to do a charity update on around the 1st of October, where we're going to open up the Just Giving page for the charity. So that's coming really soon, and that obviously we'll put in the gifts and stuff and start making the schedule, because it's not long now until the charity stream. It's only like a month and a couple of days, so buzzing for that, looking forward to that. But this is about the next 10 games that have finished in the 52 game challenge. So the first game here was game number 31, and it was one of the games from the Club 52, which is where we all put a game into the mix, and we will spin it, and so all that thing. This was a game that was picked by John Bundy. So John Bundy picked this game. It was on the wheel, span landed on this, and it's a fantastic game. And it's Ico. So they've done the stream already, and honestly, it's been so manic at work, I completely forgot what day it was. I managed to get onto the stream just for a wee bit to talk about it, but yeah, Ico is an absolute classic game, classic PlayStation 2 game. I love everything about it. I think it's a great game with the art style and everything to it is absolutely gorgeous. Even for a PS2 game, even playing it now, it still looks fantastic. I think the controls can be a little bit divisive because it is quite stiff at times. But once you get the controls and everything, once it starts to flow, the game is absolutely brilliant. You're running around with I think her name's Yorda, and you're the wee guy with the horns. You've got to lead her out the castle, and it's just absolutely brilliant. It's just a very what's the word I'm looking for? Isolated kind of game. Like there's nothing really in the castle. It's just you and Yorda, and then there's these shadow monsters, which can be a bit of a pain in the combat wise until you unlock and find the secret weapons, which makes it a lot easier as well. But Ico is a fantastic game. It's one of the top games that you have to play before you kind of thing. It's one of those kind of games, and it's absolutely brilliant. So that's Ico on PS2, game number 31. Game number 32. Oh man, this game is stunning. I mentioned it in my last 10 games kind of thing. I mentioned it at the end, but now I've finished it, and it's Death Stranding 2 on the beach. This game is phenomenal, so good, man. I know the first game again divided a lot of people because they thought it was just a walking simulator or a parcel force simulator or something, delivering packages and stuff. But man, what a game! It's so good, gorgeous to look at. Like the graphics are absolutely stunning. The photo mode is phenomenal. But I mean, just the characters and everything, the story, Kojima madness, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't recommend this game highly enough. The combat in it, the exploration, the traversal, it's just so addictive. Like fixing the roads, zip lines. You get so drawn into just fixing roads and creating the zip lines and stuff, and oh, it's just so good. And the ending is magnificent. Like from the part where you're walking up to the last knot, the last kind of bit that you have to integrate into the kind of system, the moment you walk up to that and the music all swells up and everything, and it's just absolutely amazing, top class. And I said on my last video as well that Expedition 33 hands down is my game of the year, but this game is like right there. It's right. It's so hard to pick between the two. Expedition 33 does get the nod because it's amazing, but this is, honestly, if this was released a different year, this would have got it. It's just absolutely brilliant. Death Stranding 2, game 32. 33, we went back to the PS2 days and I played 007 Nightfire. I think I played this because I seen Retro Ghetto showing it on like the GameCube Platinum Hits or something like that. Like just kind of like it's a kind of off the cuff kind of thing. Like, he showed it and I was like, oh man, I want to play that again because it's so cool. And who else spoke about it recently? Martin, the Geek Master, that UK gamer, he mentioned it as well recently, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's such a good first-person shooter. Obviously, it shows its age because it's PS2 era, but it's just so cool. I just really like it. It's got so many cheesy Bond-isms, Bond lines. The car bits are cool. Like the whole, it's just a really cool game. And I remember playing it way back in the day with my brothers, my pal, playing the multiplayer, which was really good as well. And really cool game. Really enjoyed that. Enjoyed going back to it as well. Next one. So that was game 33, 34. Now this game I've had digitally for a while, for ages I think, and just not really played it until I was on Twitter and I seen a fellow virtual photographer. He's taking pictures, a lot of pictures of Ace Combat. Really cool pictures, really cool action kind of shots, and I thought I really want to play like a dogfighting playing kind of game because it really put me in the mood. But I didn't play it. I played something slightly different, and I played Chorus on the PS5. This is brilliant. Honestly, this is so good. It's such a, you don't want to say hidden gem, but it's like a game that nobody really talks about, and it's so good. It's got a really cool storyline. The exploration is really good. The dogfighting, the combat is fantastic. The photo mode again, brilliant photo mode. But it's really good. It's not like a AAA game. You can see that they've reused assets, especially in the kind of cutscenes and things like that. But I mean, it's just a gorgeous game throughout. And the storyline is really cool, where you control, like, essentially you were a baddie at the start, but then you become good, and then you go and fight all the big bad guys. It's just really good because you want to kind of clear your conscience, clear your name. I can't honestly. I think it was a PS Plus, what do you call it, a PlayStation Plus game, but free game. I'm sure if you add all these games to your library like I do, then it'll be in there, and it's definitely worth a go. It's really good. Really enjoyed that. It was a big surprise for me. So that's game 34. 35. So I'm going to do 35, 37 and 38 all together. 35, 37 and 38 was the Killzone trilogy. Now, I think the Killzone trilogy is fantastic, and I know, talking to a few people recently, people are not really. I think they liked it, but I think the age of them kind of deterred them a little bit. So, the first game I did mention on Twitter, like a quick kind of synopsis, I guess, of the three games. And the first game is the weakest game out of the lot. It's good. It's really nice looking for a PS2 game, but it is very stiff. And the draw distance isn't great, but it is cool because I like the feel that the game has got. I like the grounded feel to it, and I like the grittiness of it. It is good, but it's just not as good as the next two. So that's Killzone 1. And another thing with Killzone 1, is there is a lot of characters. There's a few characters in the game that that aren't in the other games. It's just they're just kind of thrown away like throughout the trilogy. I can't remember too much about the Liberation game on the PSP. Maybe they show up again in that, but they definitely don't show up in the next two games in the proper trilogy. So then the next game was Killzone 2. This was the game of the month in the Club 52. And this game's brilliant. This game is the best game out of the three, in my opinion. It's just relentless. It just feels like you're in a war zone. It's just so good. Like the story beats in it. The way it pushes you forward, it pushes you towards the end goal. It pushes you towards Visari, the bad guy. And it's brilliant, and it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. PS3 game way back, so an early-ish PS3 game, and it still looks absolutely stunning. Brilliant game. Really enjoyed this. Like I was talking about the characters that don't continue throughout the games, you do see Templar, who is the protagonist in the first game, but he's not a protagonist. He's like the captain of the admiral, or he's like high up ranks. And you control a new guy called Sevchenko, and you've got Rico with you. So Rico from the first game's in it, but the two that are not in it is Haka and Luger. And it might make sense because Rico's a soldier, he's going to the front lines, whereas Luger was like an assassin, so she wouldn't really go to the front lines, and Haka was a Helghast double agent, so again he wouldn't go to the front line. Maybe that's why they're not in these next two games, but it was just a missed opportunity, I think, to continue the characters and things like that. But anyway, this game is absolutely brilliant. I know it's kind of split opinions in our 52 club group, but I really can't fault it. I think it's brilliant. I think a few of the guys will mention about the controls and things, but I think the controls are brilliant. I think the controls are methodical. I think they're on purpose. I think like there's no jumping, there's no boosting, there's no wall running. It's just boots on the ground. Warzone. I think it's great. And then Killzone 3. Again, I really do enjoy this, especially the first 2/3 of the game. It takes place straight after the second one. So straight after the second one, Sev's outside on the stairs, and then this picks up with Sev outside on the stairs, and it just continues from there. The reason why I think the first 2/3 of the game is good as opposed to the last third, I just felt it was rushed at the end. There's a lot more mechanics thrown in at the end, a lot more locales, aerial battles and dog fights and things like that. It just felt really rushed towards the end. At the start it was still really cool, you know, you were going through a devastated city, and then you were in jungles and things like that, and it was really cool, but I do think the end kind of let it down a wee bit. But still, the Killzone trilogy as a whole, excellent, in my opinion. So that was, what did I say, that was 35, 37 and 38. So 36 was Lunar Silver Star Harmony on the PSP. So this is a game I got up at Forgotten Worlds, and I absolutely love this game. This is a recommendation from Jen and Scott at Retro Rivals. John Bundy as well highly rates this game, and I thought it was brilliant. And I mentioned before, as I was talking to Chicken Fillets, John, that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 really reignited my kind of love for RPGs. So I wanted to play something. I wanted to play an RPG again, but I didn't. The thing that I loved about this is it's not convoluted. It's just a straightforward RPG. It's a straightforward adventure. There's no skill trees. There's no like missable skills, missable magic potions and things like that. It's just a straightforward A to B to C to D story, and it's absolutely brilliant, man. It's just good old-fashioned RPG goodness. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the cast of characters, and this is the reimagined game for the PSP. It's got lovely hand-drawn graphics as opposed to the kind of 8-bit or 16-bit kind of look to the original PS1 game, and I think this looks a lot better. I haven't played the other one, but I've seen pictures of the other one, and it looks like a lot of RPGs in that sense, whereas this one looks unique and different and gorgeous. It's got a kind of similar look actually as, oh, what's that game now? Sea of Stars. It's kind of got a kind of Sea of Stars kind of graphical aesthetic to it. Really, really good. Highly recommended if you can get a copy of it, or in fact they've released Lunar and Lunar 2 on the PS4, so aye. But I don't think it's this version, I think it's the older version. But this one's absolutely brilliant, absolutely loved it. So that was 36. Game 39. It's a weird game, and I got this from Retrozilla via the swap shop, and it's Indica. Very strange game. It's odd. It's a very odd game, but I would say it's not as odd as I was expecting. I think a lot of people were mentioning how batshit it is and how crazy and weird it is, which it is, but it's not on the same levels as, say, a Suda51 game. When you play Suda51 games and you played, what do you call them? Travis Touchdown or Shadows of the Damned, like those kind of games are mental. This game's a little bit tamer. It's weird, but it's not as weird as a lot of people make it out to be. You play as a nun, you've got a letter and you've got to deliver this letter to someone in another town, and you meet a soldier on the way who's hurt himself, and that's your kind of pal on the way. You've got somebody talking to you, so when I started playing it, I thought it was just like a narrator, but you soon find out that she's talking to this narrator, and it turns out that it's an evil spirit. So this nun's talking to this evil spirit, and there is this function in the game, this kind of mechanic, where it will kind of go mad, and the world will split, and you've got to pray to bring the world together. It's a really cool mechanic. It's almost like Soul Reaver when you bend the realities, and the puzzles all kind of blend together, and that's how you traverse different areas and things like that. And it's really underutilized because if I can remember correctly, it's only used 2 or 3 times throughout the whole game. But those bits were really cool. Those bits, yeah, like I said, underutilized. If they did more of that, it would have been a lot more challenging. It's quite a simple game, quite a quick playthrough, but it was really cool. It doesn't have a photo mode, which is a shame because it is quite a pretty looking game. So I think they missed a trick with not having a photo mode in it. But that's Indica, which was 39. Yep, 39. And then game number 40. Oh, this is a cracker. This is an absolute cracker, and it's Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So I was up in game, and there was 3 games that I wanted. And it was Borderlands 4. It was Chronos, the New Dawn. Chronos, the new survival horror game, and then this. And I couldn't buy them all because that would have been like bloody what, near 180, 200 pounds. I'm not spending that in 3 games. So I tried to use some logic. So I thought I'll get Chronos for my birthday, which is close to Halloween, so it's spooky, fine. And I thought I'll get Borderlands 4 for Jace for Christmas. So that all works out. So I picked up Metal Gear Solid Delta. What a game. Absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of people saying that the game didn't need remade and things like that, and whereas I don't really agree with that, because I think if you've never played Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater before, this is the way to play it. If you want to replay Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, this is the way to play it. Honestly, it's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. The graphics are amazing. So it looks. I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who I was talking to about this, And I said, like, this game looks like what you think Metal Gear Solid 3 looked like back in the day, because I went back and looked at some video of Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2, and it still looks great, but this just looks, it is just what, when I think of Metal Gear Solid 3 back in the day and thinking about the graphics and stuff, this is what I'm thinking, like that, this is what I thought of. The graphics are just absolutely brilliant, soundtrack, performances, it is like a scene for scene remake of the game. It's just all been touched up. It's gorgeous. I just can't. I don't know what else to say. It's just absolutely brilliant. It's one of those games, again, kind of like Ico. It's one of those games that you have to play before you die. It's on that list. It's absolutely brilliant. The story was cool. The sneaking's brilliant. The camouflage, everything's still in there. Like they haven't tweaked anything out of the norm to make it anything different. It's just the same game. They've made a shortcut for your previously used camouflage, so you press up on the D-pad or hold up on the D-pad and it brings up a list of your previously used camouflages, so you can quickly jump to different camouflages rather than going through the menus, which is a really good addition to it. And the photo mode, man, I got lost in the photo mode. The photo mode was amazing, absolutely amazing. I highly recommend Snake Eater, as I would before I played this one. It's still one of those games that are just absolutely top drawer. And again, if this was released just this year, if this was just the first time it was ever released, it would be up for Game of the Year, but I don't think it should be, obviously, because it's a remake, and Expedition 33 is going to be Game of the Year anyway, in my opinion. So that was it. That was the next 10 games of the 52 game challenge. What am I currently playing just now? Been playing a lot of PSP. I finished a PSP game as well, which is game 41, which will come in the next video. And I've been playing Wipeout on the PSP, which is brilliant. Burnout on the PSP, fantastic. And I've just started Peace Walker. No, not Peace Walker. Portable Ops, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, because that's the next game canonically from Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And do you know what? As a PSP game, Portable Ops looks absolutely brilliant. It really does look so good. So I'm enjoying playing Portable Ops at the moment. I'm not playing anything on the PS5 at the moment. I might have to start something tonight. But yeah, that was the next 10 games in the 52 game challenge. Let me know if you've played any of them, what you think of them, and soon we're going to do the live discussion on Sean Retro Revive's channel for Killzone 2, so make sure you tune in for that and hear what we all think of that. For me, fantastic game. I can't fault it. Well, I can sometimes, but I love it. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Cheers. Bye bye.